Hi dear, welcome back to the English grammar classes. In the previous classes already we learned about active and passive voice, and apart from that we learned what is voice. What is voice? Voice is nothing, just it is the characteristic of a verb that tells the relation between the subject of a sentence and the action in the sentence. And it is voice is further classified into two, and they are active voice and the passive voice. Active voice in the sense subject does something. In active voice, subject does something. You know very well, every sentence has a subject, verb part and the object part, or subject and the predicate part. So active voice in the sense the subject does something. For example, I write a letter. In the same manner, Rama killed Ravana. Subject does something. Whereas in passive voice, something is done to the subject. What is passive voice? In passive voice, something is done to the subject. For example, a letter is written by me. The same sentence what I have told you before, I write a letter, which is in active voice. I change to passive voice by making a small change. What is passive voice? Here something is done to the subject. That is what I said. A letter is written by me. And the second example, what I said in active voice, Rama killed Ravana. In passive voice, how can we? Ravana was killed by Rama. Hope you understand. In active voice, subject does something, whereas in passive voice, something is done to the subject. Okay, anyhow, the first classification, assertive sentences to passive voice or eight tenses to passive voice. It is very easy. Once we learn the structure or the form of the verb of a sentence, and apart from that the verb pattern, easily we can change into an assertive sentence to passive voice. Whereas today my intention is to explain, to make you understand how to change an interrogative sentence to passive voice. And you know very well, interrogative sentence in the sense it asks a question, and I told you in another way to easily recognize an interrogative sentence. How can I say, or how did I say? And an interrogative sentence always ends with an interrogation mark. And that is the reason why it is called as an interrogative sentence. And it is further classified into two, and they are WH questions and rhetoric questions. WH questions in the sense, if a question starts from any one of the 9 WH words, there are 9 WH words. If a question starts from any one of those 9 WH words, and that question is called as a WH question. Whereas rhetoric questions in the sense, it starts from a helping verb. Rhetoric questions start from a helping verb, like is, are, was, has, have, had, do, does. Am I right? If a question starts from a helping verb, that is called as a rhetoric question, and it is also called as yes or no type question. Why is a rhetoric question also called as yes or no type question? You know very well. Because the answer for a rhetoric question will be always either yes or no. Okay, anyhow, I'm coming back to the topic, and today my intention is to explain how to change an interrogative sentence to passive voice. As I told you, I shall explain how to change a WH question to passive voice. And one of the examples I will write on the board. Example 1. The question is, why does she break the window? Why does she break the window? And see, you know very well, since this question starts from a WH word, you could easily understand this is a WH question. Why? Because it starts from a WH word. Okay, then see, as a first step, just leave this WH word. In the sense, keep this WH word somewhere for the time being. We call him back later. And the remaining part is Does she break? Does she break the window? What did I do? I just avoided the WH word. And now it's a rhetoric question. Am I right? And we can make a rhetoric question to an assertive sentence. We can change this rhetoric question because it starts from a helping verb. That is the reason why I said now it's a rhetoric question or yes or no type question. So how can we change this rhetoric question to an assertive sentence? Just to change, as a second step, change the place of the subject and the helping verb. It becomes she does break the window. Now it is an assertive sentence which is in simple present, ends with a full stop. What did I write? I just change the place of the helping verb and the subject, and I change this rhetoric question to an assertive sentence which starts from a subject and ends with a full stop. And here does followed by V1, and see, you must remember this, does plus V1, that is equal to V1 plus yes or es or ies. This has to be remembered. So again we can simplify this. She does break, does plus V1. What does it mean? It is equal to V1 plus yes or es or ies. So it becomes she breaks the window. She breaks the window. I simplified the sentence. Now it has three parts. She subject, breaks, V1 plus S. Break is V1 and along with the V1 S is added here, and the object part is the window. So then start from the object. This sentence is in simple present, and that too in it's an assertive sentence in which expresses in simple present. Am I right? So we can easily change this. Since the verb form is V1 plus S, we can use is or am or are plus V3 as a verb pattern. Start from the object. Object is the window. The window in the sense is singular, so we can use the helping verb is. And what is next? What is mandatory? V3 form is mandatory in passive voice. So V3 form of break is broken. A window is broken. The window is broken by, and she becomes her. And these changes you might have already learned. I becomes me, and she becomes her. He becomes him. We become us, and they become them. These are the changes of the pronouns while we change a sentence from active to passive voice. So the passive form of this assertive sentence is the window is broken by her. Now change this assertive sentence to a rhetoric question by changing the place of the subject and the helping verb. This sentence is assertive form now. We want to change to a rhetoric form by changing the place of the subject and the helping verb. How does it become? Is the window broken? Is the window broken by her? Question mark. And the last step, call this WH word back. Just add him at the first of the sentence. At first, add him at first. So how can it become? Why is the window? Why is the window broken? Why is the window broken by her? Now the answer is ready. The active form is why does she break the window? And this sentence I change to passive voice. How can I? Why is the window broken by her? This is the passive form. And the first step, I repeat, listen very carefully. And since this sentence starts with a WH word, we can easily understand that it's a WH question. So keep this WH word aside for the time being, just avoiding and write the remaining parts. It becomes, does she break the window? It's a rhetoric question because it starts from a helping verb. The same rhetoric question we want to change to an assertive sentence by changing the place of the subject and the helping verb. It becomes, she does break the window, ends with the full stop. It's an assertive sentence now. An assertive sentence, how to change to passive voice, you know very well. And it's an assertive sentence. At the same time, it expressed in simple present. And again I simplified. As I told you, something has to be remembered. Here does is used as a helping verb followed by V1. Does plus V1, that is equal to V1 plus yes or es or ies. According to the verb, we have to add yes or es or ies. Here breaks. Along with the break, we can use yes. So I simplify the sentence again. How can I? She breaks the window. It is very easy. She subject, breaks verb part, and the window is the object. Now change into passive voice. Start from the object. The window. Window in the sense singular. So we can use is. The window is broken by her. Hope you understand. Now the passive form of this assertive sentence we got. But the sentence is given in interrogative form, no? So by changing the place of this subject and this helping verb, we can make a rhetoric question. See, is the window broken by her? And the last step, call this WH word back and add him at the first. So what is the answer? Why is the window broken by her? It is very simple. If you follow the same method, I'm damn sure your answer will be always right. In the next class, I shall explain one more example. How to change a rhetoric question to passive voice. And now I explained how to change a WH question to passive voice. Okay? Hope you understand. Thank you.